before we get into the Great American Bash for this week, let's go ahead and just run down SmackDown this week since we'll save the best for last. But yeah, SmackDown this week was, man. Richard, you and I were talking beforehand, and you and I both agree the last few weeks, SmackDown has been incredible for actual matches. Between like
they've had the match of the week.
Yeah.
You know, whether the rest of the show was good or not, they've had the match of the week just about every week for a month or so.
Yeah, it's every week. It's been delivering AJ Styles and Riddle. Was it Gulak and AJ Styles? I mean, yeah, there's always been like these big matchups every week on SmackDown, and it's been so much fun. With that being said,
we got a karaoke this week. That was good. It's just been every week.
I was going to say the segments outside the actual matches have been horrendous.
God awful.
So bad.
Well, let me say this. Let's start with that because as bad as it was, and it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad I enjoyed it because it was so stupid.
Are you talking about the karaoke?
Yes, karaoke.
God, what was the exact... karaoke showdown. That's what they were calling it.
Lacey did with My Baby Tonight, and she was kind of doing a good job, and then it went south.
Where was Road Dogg? Road Dogg should have came out and be like, let me show you how it's done.
He works with the NXT, brother.
That's right. Yeah. With his big beard now. He looks like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But then, and then... what's her name? Tracy Brooks doing her best honky tonk, man.
Yeah, she did it as good as Honky does it.
But she had like...
You mean Dana Brooke?
What'd I say?
You said Tracy Brooks.
That's TNA.
That's Frankie Kazarian's wife. My bad.
Oh well.
But anyway, yes. So Brooks, she did honky tonk, man. I did enjoy her full like black, was it leather outfit? I was like, okay, that's like honky tonk / Elvis inspired. I'm like, okay.
Tamina was the worst.
Tamina doing Triple H, aka Motorhead.
She did it just like Lemmy did it at WrestleMania 17.
Just headbang. But yeah,
she just got the words wrong and just kept saying the game and God.
Time to play the game. But
that was a nice Lemmy.
But and then Naomi she did Dusty Rhodes
American
Dream, which I was like, wow, of all songs
I felt like she did good, but another take she would have done better.
Well, okay, a couple things. Like when I first heard they were gonna do Karaoke Showdown, I was like, what songs are they gonna do? But then I was like, do they have rights to certain songs? Like maybe is it gonna be like, you know, pop songs from the like current songs like on the top charts, pop charts, or is it going to be like any of their picks? But yeah, all it was just singing theme songs, wrestlers' theme songs. I was like,
that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I mean, what they have the actual rights to.
Copyright.
But I don't know, I kind of wonder, you know, just looking at it. Okay, did they pick Dusty Rhodes as a little bit of a shot at Cody? I don't know. Like, I'm just curious. You know, it's like of all the theme songs they could have used,
I think if it happened on NXT, it would have been a shot at Cody, but I think Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are too busy to worry about what AEW is doing at all.
Yeah,
exactly.
So Naomi was crowned the champion based on the crowd applause, and Lacey Evans, was very upset and attacked her. And Lacey, who has been kind of a baby face as of late, looks like she's back to being a heel. So
yeah,
swerve, bro,
swerve.
Which I'm all for. I think she's better as a heel. Just her whole personality and the gimmick that she portrays.
Yeah,
it works better as a heel. Am I right, Tommy?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, and just, you know, that way she can go back to calling people nasty and just calling out people, especially
being the Southern dame she is.
Yeah, like
sassy Southern Belle.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, that makes sense because of this pandemic. She can go back calling people nasty,
or as the late great Dusty Rhodes would probably call her, a Jezebel.
But so, Richard, are you also in agreement that Lacey's better off as being a heel?
Yeah, I mean, I've been big on her since her second or third NXT match because you could just see that she was picking things up or picking cues up for, you know, you did this well, you didn't do this well, work on this. Yeah. You could just tell, like right off the bat, that she gets better with every match for me.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing, Lacey. I mean, I know some people say she got probably called up a little too soon as far as to Raw back, a year and a half ago now, I want to say, right?
more than that. More than
Yeah.
that, because a year and a half ago she headlined her first pay-per-view at Backlash. Becky and Seth Rollins against Corbin and Lacey.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
And she had like Becky's face on her boots, right?
Yeah.
She had Seth on her ass.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, the cameraman with that one shot.
Yeah, with that amazing camera shot.
Like to this day, like, oh my god,
I remember that.
But for Lacey's credit, you could tell she's probably working her ass off and trying to get better in the ring and stuff and learning as she goes. So yeah, but nonetheless, I think she's much better as a heel. I think her personality shines a lot better as a heel. And with that being
she can do both, but I'm with you. She's a better heel.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also saw Jeff Hardy on Miz TV. I was laughing at Morrison, just kind of egging on the whole segment, just egging on Miz and Jeff and telling him he should have a bar fight against Sheamus and
be a handicap match.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, you're taking on, the guy you actually have beef with, and then you're like metaphorically the thing you're having trouble with. Like, I love Morrison.
He's the instigator.
Just slipped back in so well when he came back. He's like, everyone was complaining about how it wasn't this big thing, and everyone knew he was coming back, so it didn't matter. But like, he just slipped back in like he never left.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love Morrison. I mean, he's a friend of the show. We've done events with him in the past. So shout out to Morrison for all the cool stuff he's done with us. But I was just going to say, Morrison, that's another person who time away from WWE, I think, really helped him. And he was able to kind of learn more about his personality and his character and his gimmick and just take it to a new level between stuff in Lucha Underground, Impact Wrestling, and other promotions. Now that he's back, like, his personality is just so much fun to watch. And I think Miz and Morrison this time around has been very entertaining. And with that segment this week, it's just, he's really just perfect at like being Miz's sidekick and just like, egging
his
people
yes
on.
Man.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
His hype man.
Yeah, it's great. And then, so Jeff Hardy and Miz had their match together, and it was a solid opener for what it was. And then later on, we saw like the replay of Money in the Bank match between Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah,
which I guess is just filler, just because.
I skipped that.
Yeah, I fast forward to that as well. I've already saw it. And then SmackDown ended with a really awesome tag team match between the New Day and Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. So, Richard, thoughts on just a really, I think, fantastic tag team match for the night?
I loved it. I loved the power bomb at the end.
Oh,
the way
my
Nakamura got Kofi up on Cesaro. Oh, awesome. Awesome.
And then laid him out, on Big E, and they...
Big E looked like he smashed his head when they hit the canvas.
That was...
If you go back and watch that, it was nasty, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, and then also... so the match ended actually in a DQ. All four guys in the ring just constantly hitting each other and not paying attention to the ref. And it looks like, I mean, this rivalry is far from over. I'm sure it's going to lead to a match at Extreme Rules. I'm curious maybe what kind of... Oh, wait, it was through a table, so maybe it'll be a tables match. I'm just guessing already what can it be. But yeah, no, just the way that match ended, and then Cesaro and Shinsuke holding up the tag titles, standing over the New Day. Do you think that Shinsuke and Cesaro can take the belts off the New Day?
Let's save that for a prediction show.
Ooh, maybe we should. All right, we'll save it for later on this week. So yeah. So I love the chemistry, and Cesaro, low key, he's
an amazing tag team wrestler.
Exactly. I mean, that's something.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because look at Kane. Kane was a better tag team wrestler. Buff Bagwell was a better tag team wrestler. Cesaro's in that category too now.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, SmackDown, the commentators Cole and Graves reminded that, he's a 6-time champion himself with, what was it, TJ, also Sheamus, and who else did he win with? I'm trying to think of tag championships for Cesaro. TJ, Sheamus, I'm missing one.
If he win it with Wade Barrett? When they did the. I'll look.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
So, but I'm just saying, like, low key, Cesaro is, you can argue, is one of the greatest tag team performers of all time as far as WWE lineage, with everything he's been accomplishing and winning with multiple people. I mean, so he won a couple times with TJ, and then with the Bar with Sheamus, and then I feel like he's won it one more other time with someone else. So to his
Tyson Kidd.
Tyson
Kidd once and 5 times with Sheamus.
Okay.
I didn't even realize that the Bar had it 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, they were going back and forth with them and the Usos and the New Day a couple of years ago.
That was one of those teams that I didn't want to like as much as I did.
Mick Foley was ahead of his time. He saw the potential there when he made the initial best of 7 series that put them initially together at the end. So it was great. So, yeah, SmackDown for the last few weeks now, like you said, match of the week, but unfortunately the segments in between all that stuff has been very tough to watch, but also at the same time, Richard, as you say, very laughable at the same time.
Yeah, it was so bad it was good.
Yeah.
I think SmackDown didn't quite get the match of the week for WWE this week, and I think NXT might have.